Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Living Lucky Life as we know it. I am Jared as always, and Chelsea is not with us today because she's at work and I got the day off to go to the spa. Guys, I know that sounds a little, weird. Going through a foundation called, or National Floated Forward Association, NFIFA, sorry. And they have hooked me up because I am a first responder with 3 free floats at the float spa. Not 100% sure exactly what that entails, but I am looking forward to relaxation. We haven't made a video in a while, in a couple of months, because exactly why I need this relaxation. Life has just been absolutely crazy, and we haven't really had the opportunity to do some videos. Between our kid, everything that we got going on with him and school and our jobs, and Chelsea started a new well, I'll let her tell you guys about that on the next video. It's super exciting. I'm super proud of her. Alright everybody, so we are here at the float spa. You can see that, the float spa in Sneads, Ferry, North Carolina, about 30 minutes from where we live. And we are going to go in and get set up. Hello.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good to see you.
I'm Jared.
Beth.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So come and get some floating going on today.
Yes, that's awesome. We're going to sit down and talk about it.
Alright, sounds great. Let's do this.
Come on with me. This is the Zen Den. This is the post float lounge.
The post float lounge. All right. All right. So tell me about floating. What is the benefits of it?
Oh man, the list is very long. So it depends on. It really depends on what you have going on. Floating is a great idea for everybody. Once a week is sort of our target for that. In terms of lessening stress, improving sleep habits. It's really great for anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress, those kinds of things. From a physical standpoint, it's really great for spinal decompression, reducing inflammation, relieving muscle tension, those kinds of things. So it's a really great physical and mental health modality all packed into one session. And we don't have to do anything. We just have to float, which is really great. Yeah.
Okay. So tell me about the float itself. What does it consist of? What are we going to experience?
What are we going to do today? So I'm going to take you on a tour here in a minute and show you around the facility. And we'll tell you all the things about the float tank. But you're going to shower first before you get into the float pod. The float pods look like big, giant dinosaur eggs. They're huge. Kind of the size of like a Volkswagen Beetle. Okay. Very big. There's 10 inches of water and 1,000 pounds of medical grade Epsom salt in the pod, so your body's completely weightless. It's heated to skin temperature, so it's designed to be a sensory neutral environment. Once you get in the pod and get settled in, the air and water temperature equalize, and your body can't tell the difference between the two. So you sort of just feel like you're floating in space. Nice. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful experience. It's very different, and it does take a couple sessions to get used to. You'll definitely get relief from the first session, but it's kind of the third one where we really let go and quit trying to control the process and just let it do what it does. So it does take a minute.
Okay, so for a big guy like me, I'm a first responder, do full-time firefighting. What are the relief points that we're actually trying to focus on?
For you, definitely spinal decompression, muscle tension release, all of those things, inflammation, all of the things you've been doing to your low joints, especially your hips and knees and ankles, relieving the pressure and getting those to a place where they're at deep rest so they can really heal the way they need to. From a mental standpoint, improving sleep, reducing stress, reducing any symptoms of post-traumatic stress that you might be experiencing as a part of your work. But yeah, all of this is a really great place for you to be.
And I'm glad you mentioned the post-traumatic stress because I actually suffer from PTSD. I do a whole awareness video for that as well. So exactly how can it help with my PTSD?
So it's really interesting. There's been a lot of studies done. The Laureate Institute for Brain Research in Oklahoma actually has done a lot of studies on this and the way that it works in clinically severe anxiety brains and PTSD and things like that. So basically what happens with post-traumatic stress is that your fight or flight response gets hyperactive, right? Which you've experienced the symptoms of what happens there. Blood pressure tends to spike pretty quickly. We have issues sleeping. We have, kind of anxiety and stress just sticking around all the time because we can't flip out. We can't flip that switch off. So when you get in the float tank, the fight or flight response is actually turned off. And the prefrontal cortex is allowed to start to learn to remanage your brain again. So prefrontal cortex is responsible for logic and reasoning, right? So when we hear a bump in the night, those of us that aren't dealing with post-traumatic stress can, our brain clicks on and says, okay, are the dogs barking? Are there any other sounds? And we can kind of walk ourselves back from it. In a post-traumatic stress brain, that's very difficult to do because you just go into red alert,
right.
And your brain can't manage itself and the response. So we're working on the physiological response, right, and the way that your brain responds to those triggers. Right.
All right.
So this is the happiest of my summer.
All right, guys. So just finished my first float experience, and just want to talk to you guys a little bit about it. So for the first 20 or 30 minutes or so, this kind of took me a little bit to get used to, took me a little bit to kind of just relax and just let the water hold me. I was super surprised that a big guy like me could float so easily. It says in a pool or in a bathtub or hot tub or anything like that, my legs usually just sink like lead weights, and I mean, I literally felt weightless. And then after about 30 minutes, my body just kind of relaxed, let it take in, just felt everything. Just my back, when I started, was really tight, and as the time progressed, I could feel it little by little relax, and that's something I haven't felt in a long time. So my mind kind of was racing all over the place, taking everything in, and then also, with the PTSD that I have, it was kind of just racing and just regular thoughts in general as well. But towards the end, I was kind of, at peace, just relaxed, not thinking about anything. And then the jets turned on. Ugh. But I got 2 more sessions to go. And of course, I was unable to get a whole lot of footage from inside the tank while it's in there because for some odd reason the GoPro would not turn back on. Not sure if it got overheated or if maybe the battery's not seated properly or what, but we'll try to figure that out for the next time and hopefully bring you guys back. So
yo, what's up everybody? So we are back for round 2 of float therapy. Now, the last time I was here was the first session, and while I did walk away with some added benefits, I noticed a release in my back pressure with my work being a firefighter. My body takes a pounding between exercising, training, and doing the job itself, not to mention my home life where I'm constantly doing something. I'm lifting heavy things, I'm cutting trees now, I'm taking care of the house, all that. So when I first came in and I first laid down in the water, it took me a little while to get relaxed and get kind of settled in. And I noticed that I had this really tight tension in my back. And as the hour progressed, I noticed it starting to kind of release. So the one thing I had the issue with was actually relaxing my mind. So today we are going to attempt to clear our mind. One added benefit that I did notice the other night is when I went to bed, I actually slept all night long. And usually I have to take some sleep meds, or I'm up on my phone scrolling, trying to fall asleep. I didn't have any problem. 9:30 came around, and that's early for me. I was in bed and I was passed out. I slept amazingly all night long. So we are going to get ready to take a shower, get in the tank, and get the float. Alright everybody, so I am showered up, ready to go, and we are going to go ahead and get into the tank here. Try not to show you guys my goodies. Alright everybody, so I just got done with my second float. I feel a lot more relaxed than I did after the first time. On the second float, my body definitely feels a lot more relaxed. A lot more tension has been taken out of my back, which is amazing. Yo, what's up everybody? So we are back for our third and final float of this package, this amazing package that has been provided to me by the NFIFA. I want to say a huge thank you to those guys over there, those folks that have allowed me some stress relief from work and from everyday life in general. So you guys know the drill. I'm going to hop in the shower, I'm going to rinse off real fast, and then an hour long in the tub. Feel a lot more relaxed.